and welcome back to Mazysgarden. I have a message for you. Capricorns, Capricorns, Capricorns. I have, I can't stand the glare on it, so I have to put the glasses up. But now, like, my eyesight, guys, my eyesight. Sorry, guys. How are you guys doing? Capricorns to the front. Capricorns, Capricorns to the front. Happy birthday, Cappies. I'm a Capricorn sun. I love me a Capricorn. I love a Capricorn rising. I love a Capricorn moon. I love a Capricorn Venus, Mercury, wherever you got it. I love you, boo. Capricorns to the front. Okay. I just thought it was fitting, since I owed you guys a reading, that we do it on the winter solstice, which happens to be the beginning of your season. Okay, I can't with the glare and I don't know how some readers do that. I get so distracted with the glare that drives me nuts. All right, let's just, okay. You guys with me? Hold on. Don't mind me. If you're new here, I'm a slight crazy person when it comes to my hair. If you're not new here, you know the drill. You already know I'm fucking psychotic. But it's okay. Who isn't a little weird, a little crazy, right? All right, anyway, happy winter solstice. Happy beginning of Yule. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. However you decide to practice your faith, may you have a merry holiday. A merry whatever it is. I personally, it's Yule for me. I am a pagan witch. Some of y'all may not like that. I don't necessarily enjoy that you're Christian. But I don't judge. But anyway, so this is the Capricorn bonus read that I promised you guys like a while ago. Okay. This is a whatever comes out reading. I am going to start with oracles, and then we're going to pull from there. We're just going to see what's going on. Oh, no. I don't know if you guys can hear me. You probably can. I forgot to plug in my microphone. I wonder if I plug it in, if it will. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let me see. I don't know if it's going to do anything. Give me a second here, guys. Sorry. I think it's okay. I don't know. I think it's all right. Ooh, guys. My titties look huge. They're huge. And I don't even have my push-ups on. My push-up bra on. Imagine if I had my push-up bra on. My titties be tittying, guys. Could feed the whole neighborhood. All right, sorry. Anyway. All right, let's see what comes out for you, Capricorns. If somebody would say something in the chat if they can hear me and how the sound is. I think it's okay. Forgot to plug in my microphone. Let me know if it sounds okay. You could have Capricorn anywhere in your chart, and this message may resonate for you. If you're cross-watching for Capricorn, it possibly could resonate for you, but I'm setting the attention that this is for Capricorns. Ooh, and I'm shiny. Guys, I glitter. Ooh. Ooh. Don't mind me. Just came back from family holiday party. So I'm a little in my green Christmas dress. All right. Let's get this message going here, shall we? We shall. Spirit, tell me about Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? What does Capricorn need to know? Guys, let me know if you can hear me. What does Capricorn need to know? Oh, that flipped over. All right, first one that came out says Burning Man. Some of you guys may actually like to go to Burning Man, which is, so in the United States, there is a once a year, this huge festival, this art festival called Burning Man, where people camp in the middle of the desert in Nevada. And they make huge installations, and people from all walks of life come for a week, and they live off of whatever they've brought with them in camps, and it's become a huge thing. So that could be a confirmation for some of you. But this says number 26, 2 plus 6 is 8. And it says collective power, supreme prayer, 3 of cups, celebration. So you may, I kind of got this, and I have a collective reading loading, just like a 10-minute collective read loading for the winter solstice. And so this is kind of, this feels like it's piggybacking off of that a little bit, where, can you guys hear me all right? Nobody's saying anything in the chat. All I need someone just to say is, yes, they can hear me. I just need to know that you can hear me. Anyway, so you may be tapping into some type of collective power, or you're coming together maybe with a group of people, and you guys are celebrating, creating something, but it's bringing this energy of cohesiveness. It's a coming together of individual souls or individual people. Okay. I also have number 33 here. You also may have Capricorn. You also could have fire and water, because this one is element of fire, not just in the picture, but also the card itself, because of the color of the card. It's the element of fire, and this is the element of water. This is number 33, which is it's a master number, so we don't typically break it down. But if you wanted to break it down, it's a 6. It says opening circle, protection, ritual, lesson, simplicity. You may be getting together with people, and again, there's some type of collectiveness that you guys are tapping into. They do want you to protect yourself. They are telling you, it's okay to do this, okay to go to celebrations, but make sure that you're protecting self. Make sure you're bringing what you need in order to do this, especially if you guys are planning, like I'm getting that. If some of you are planning to go to Burning Man, make sure you bring stuff for protection and stuff like that. I think it's in like September time that they do, or like the end of August, early September, that they do that festival. So again, you could also be, because winter solstice is here, you could be doing some type, for my practitioners, you could be doing some type of ritual or some type of protection work to bring in a certain energy for this winter solstice, for, winter time altogether, because this is the start of winter. So protection, prayer. You may have learned a lesson just recently as well, of needing to keep things kind of simple, needing to or this is like an era, if you are a practitioner, some sort, you don't need all these extravagant ingredients or tools or anything like that. You can keep it very simple and still be a practitioner. So if some of you guys are thinking about that, but you feel maybe like overwhelmed, or maybe like you don't have what you need or what it takes, it actually really doesn't take much. It's more about the intention behind it than anything. All right. So you don't need all the fancy bells and whistles and gadgets and candles and all that. So you don't need that. You don't need all the expensive herbs. You literally could go into your spice cabinet, get some basil, some rosemary, and thyme. And those are protection herbs. People don't realize it, but we use it all the time in our food and we don't realize it. So there's something about just being very conscious about what it is you're doing. You also could be, because we are coming into a new year here, Capricorn, you could be deciding to form some type of habit. Okay. You may be praying on it, speaking on it, really trying to tap in with your spiritual team to create some type of plan for some type of ritual habit to form for this new year. Okay. And maybe it is in protection work and protecting yourself, or it is in, the archetype of Capricorns is to be hard workers, right? They love to work. They don't feel productive if they're not doing something, if they're not working. So I think that maybe the lesson here is to enjoy yourself more, get out with your friends. Three of Cups is going out with friends, go to social gatherings, celebrating, enjoying yourself, enjoying life. And this literally says, lessons, Three of Cups. So maybe the lesson for you in this next coming year, all right, is to start enjoying yourself more, getting out there, being a little bit more social, not putting work in such a forefront, prioritizing self-care, you time, not making work the number one priority in your life. And I'm not saying work shouldn't be a priority, but maybe it doesn't need to be the number one priority at all times. All right. The relationships in your life may also need some type of priority. Tell me more. You may have a friend, you may have some friends or a group of people. They could be fighting from the inside out. There may be somebody or it could be somebody in your life, group of friends. This could be family members, but this is feeling more friendly more than anything. Like more, and I don't mean like friendly as in this person's friendly. I mean as in like this is a platonic relationship. It's not family. If this feels more friendship, okay, or like acquaintances, could be coworkers. Somebody makes really impulsive decisions. They tend to do things in a sneaky or cunning way. They may be very like rebellious or the rebel of the group. They may be kind of hot-tempered. They're argumentative, defensive. They may like to always oppose what people are saying, or always, pick or try to push buttons to try to start arguments, or they always they always try to like compete or make everything a competition in either in your friend group or just with you specifically. So this could be somebody that's a little bit more on the aggressive side. And they may do things in a very sneaky way, or I don't know, they could be just like very strategic about what they say in front of other people, how they act in front of other people. And it almost feels like they're not showing their true selves. Yeah, there's the Three of Cups again. I'm telling you, I was getting this heavy, especially with Burning Me here. There's a friend or people in this friendship. This may be like, how you have like frenemies? This is what this is feeling like. There may be a group of people that may be pretending to be a friend to you, or I don't know. They could act one way in front of you and then act another way in front of everybody else or something along those lines. They want you to be I'm getting like really careful, especially with the protection card coming out here. They may want you to like up your protection or protect yourself or learn the lessons that you're learning from this friend group. If there are people that like you're starting to see, or maybe during this time, you're going to start seeing the true nature of these people. You may find out that they've been, I don't know, there's like some tension or there's like underlying conflict or aggression, or maybe they just, they could be, there may be some like underlying of jealousy or something along those lines where they're either lying about how much they care about you, feel about you. They may be really charming. They could be very energetic, very, it seems like they're very courageous or something along those lines, or, but it feels like behind closed doors, they're a little bit more rebellious, or they lie about how, or, there's like maybe even some gossip or something along those lines where I don't like it. And you may need to protect yourself either from this group of people or from this person. Tell me more about this for Capricorn, please. What about this? Tell me about this friend group. What about this? This person feels like, I don't know if they're like having a whole hard time emotionally, but they need, they're like, there's an illusion here. Okay. There's definitely some kind of illusion, and somebody's actually, it's like they lie about, I don't know if they're like lying about how much they care about you or lying about what type of friendship that you have. I'm not going to stay on this energy for too long. We're going to move on from this. Hi. This is for Capricorns. It's their bonus read. Can you hear me well, though? This isn't for any personal readings. The way that this feels, it feels like somebody's lying about how they actually feel about you in a friend group, or it's this, maybe it could be a friend group in whole, and maybe, you just may not vibe on the same frequency of these people anymore. And there's a lot of clashing of ego. There's a lot of like, it feels like gossipy and a lot of talk behind backs, or somebody's really hot-headed and they have not a great temper, and they'll try to argue. You'll know that this is like in your friend group specifically, if there's somebody that always either like contradicts what you're saying. I shouldn't say, it's not contradict. They always try to like debate what you're saying. They always try to start an argument, or they always have like the opposing view of whatever you're saying. You're like, I don't know if that's really correct. And they're always trying to like push your button or pick something. And there's always like backhanded comments or, compliments that are like laced or lined with some type of like negativity, or, they may pick on you and be like, I'm just joking, you're so sensitive type of an energy. And it's not great. What's the advice for this? Oh, the advice is for this is to let it collapse. If you've been trying to hold together a friendship, let it collapse. That's what the advice is. And kind of like heal, kind of let it run its course. And there may be an air of you could find out maybe they're talking about you behind the back. There's like a sense of betrayal there where like you feel like somebody, you know, it shitted on you in some type of way. And there could be hope for like a reconciliation or some type of healing or renewal, maybe eventually. But I honestly, I think that you're supposed to kind of just let this collapse in the way that it's meant to collapse. Okay. All right. We're going to move on from that because I don't really like that energy too much. So let's keep going here. Let's pull some more for you guys. Because I am getting heavy that you're supposed to protect yourself from this friend group. And I'm sorry if you know, if that hurts you. I'm not meaning to. I'm just giving what needs to be said. So if you've been questioning your spot in a friend group for some time, it may be time for you to kind of like pull back a little bit. That's interesting. Hi, guys. Hey, everybody that's in here. Love you guys. Happy solstice. All right. What kind of message do we have for Capricorn, please? What kind of message do we have for Capricorn? Anything else? Anything else? Okay. All right. This is for my Capricorns that could have air placements or fire placements in their chart. I have 14, which breaks down to a 5, and it's called sylphs. This is peace, agent of change, impact, importance. There could be some type of catalyst that happens in the next like week or so that really impacts your life and makes like it starts some type of change for you. It starts some type of like releasing. There could be some things that have been kept a secret or just not like a secret in a bad way, or there just could have been information that could have been kept from you until you were in a certain point in your life, you know, until you were able to really use this information or receive this information in a way that didn't create more chaos for you. Because I also have snake skin, number 20, which breaks down to a 2. It says information, secrets, body language, senses. I want you to know that the Capricorn that I'm talking to specifically that has air placements, the way that you hold your energy is very impactful. So you may be the type of Capricorn that walks into a room and can fill the room with your energy. Okay. And the way that you feel impacts the people around you. So whatever mindset that you're in will in fact impact people around you. It will in fact fill the room with that energy, and it's very palpable. So people will feel it. They feel you when you enter a room. They feel your presence first. So you are the type that's felt before they're seen or heard. I do think that there is some type of and this could be coming from your spirit team. It could be coming from the universe, the divine, God, you know, however you connect to your higher power. But there could have been some information that it's not that it was like hidden from you in a way that was like malicious. This feels like information that was waiting to be able to be delivered to you when you were in a space that was ready to receive this information. Okay. Because this could have been something where if you received this information prior to, you may not have used it in the appropriate way. You may not have acted on it the way that you're going to need to act on it. You may not have even known what to do with it. Or you could have sabotaged it or used it in ways that weren't conducive. Sorry guys, there's something underneath my nail and I need to get it out. And I can't get it with my other nails. I've been trying. Or you could have used it in a way that's not the way that it's meant to be used or should be used. So that could be the reason why this was kind of, I I don't want to say kept from you. It is being kept. It is being kept from you, but it's more of like this was in a box and they were waiting for you to become the key to the box, as opposed to someone actually keeping it from you in a malicious way. I hope that makes sense. You know, there's some things and there's some information that we're just too immature to handle. And so that's what this feels like, that you may have just not been in the space, or you just hadn't matured yet to be able to utilize or use this information in the most appropriate way. But you're about to. Things are about to change. You're shedding some type of skin with snake skin here. You're doing some type of transformation or shedding. This is going to be a cycle where things that are no longer serving you are going to fall off, and it's going to change and bring in a lot of peace for your life. You may have heightened senses over the next couple of weeks as well. You may start hearing more ringing in your ears or different frequencies. You know, like for me, and I know this sounds crazy, and when I was little, people really told me I was crazy, and I will never forget this, because I really questioned my own sanity for I shouldn't say a long time, but when I was little, I used to question myself, because I knew what I heard and I know what I was hearing, and nobody ever believed me. But I can hear electricity. You know how sometimes like certain TVs, you can hear it? Well, I could do that all the time. If there's a power cord, if there's something plugged in, if there's electricity coming to something, I can hear it. I can hear it, and I can almost it's just weird. Anyway. This might be something like that, where your senses, either you're going to start hearing things or like being more sensitive to certain frequencies. You may start seeing things in the corner of your eyes. Your smell may be heightened. Your taste may be heightened. Your intuition may be heightened. Okay. That third eye, that sixth sense that people talk about, it may be heightened in the next couple of weeks while you're kind of going through this change. They want you to pay attention to your body language and what your body does around certain people and in certain places and environments. They want you to really take stock on how you're feeling inside, what your senses are telling you, because it's going to be very important for you moving forward. Oh, yeah. Look at that. We have the Ace of Swords here, which this is a breakthrough, clarity. This also could be some type of communication or truth coming out. And again, I'm telling you, there's some type of information that you're going to be getting that's going to change something for you. It's going to absolutely change something for you. And it feels like it ushers in a cycle for you that brings in like a rejuvenation, a recalibration, a sense of peace, and kind of helps you to I don't want to say like a next level, but there's a shift. There's a shift that happens with you, and a lot of stuff that no longer serves you kind of falls off and it kind of goes off. Because I also have 20 Harvest here, which this is the Judgment card. You could get some information or communication about somebody wanting to like kind of get on better terms or reconcile with you. But I'm going to be honest, that doesn't even feel like what this really is. This feels more about you. Tell me a little bit more about this. Six of Chalices. Whatever this information is, it's going to help you heal your inner child. Maybe that's the sense of peace that comes about. There could be something that you could be questioning about yourself, about your childhood, about who you are, what you're capable of, whatever. Okay. This also, again, maybe there is somebody from the past that you get communication from that wants to get on better terms with you. They want to balance things out. They want to have some type of like emotional balance or harmony. somebody could be feeling very like nostalgic right now, or feeling, especially since we're coming to the end of the year, right? So a lot of us kind of go over this last year, kind of go over what we've been through, what we've been doing, and who's in our life, who's not in our life anymore, that kind of stuff. So somebody could be just reviewing. All right. And they either recognize or realize that maybe they want to get on better terms. Maybe they want to heal something within your guys' dynamic. This feels more like communication, though, especially with the Ace of Swords being there. And maybe this is what you needed in order for things to change, because I do have secrets here. So somebody could have been keeping a secret that maybe they want to, or that they see you as somebody who's important to them in some capacity. So this could be a friend, a family member that you're no longer connected to, somebody from the past, somebody from your childhood possibly, or somebody, just from the past. It could be a lover, or something along those lines, but it could just be somebody that you've known for a really long time. I'm not getting like super specifics, but it's definitely someone that maybe you're no longer in the same environment with, because there's an air of things being kept a secret. And when this information comes out, it ushers in some type of change. It impacts your life. It changes something for you, and it brings in some type of peace, some type of rejuvenation. You could also be going through, if this has nothing to do with anybody else, you could be going through a spiritual awakening during this time. All right. Especially if you've been kind of on the precipice of feeling like something's about to change for you, you could finally hit that breakthrough and kind of be going through some type of initiation or an awakening. And it may bring in, I'm telling you, it brings in a lot of emotional balance. You may start realizing I'm not crazy. Things have been happening this way because I'm shedding the old me, and the new me is coming in. And with the new you, there's new aspects to yourself, to your gifts, your talents, the way that you think, the way that you operate, all of that. Yeah. And I'm telling you, you're going to be learning something. And especially with the Page of Pentacles and the Sith coming out here, which is the Temperance card in this deck, you're not only going to be learning something, but you're going to be using it and putting it into action. And it's bringing harmony into your life. It's bringing some type of mastery. I'm telling you guys that the collective reading I did a collective reading for the winter solstice, and it really feels like it's connected to you guys. So go watch that, it's uploading now. So it will, it should be uploaded, and then, sometime soon tonight, it'll be uploaded. So go watch that, because that's a pre-recorded reading. All right. It's not a live reading. There's some type of balance. You're going to be learning something. You're going to be, yeah, it feels like, tell me about the Page of Pentacles specifically. Tell me about that specifically, please. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles specifically. Yeah, because it felt like a mastery. In this deck, this is called Nature, but it's the Devil card. Whatever old habits, whatever you feel like has been holding you back, whatever addictions, obsessions, codependency, toxicity, negative, fear, any of it, you're literally learning how to transmute it, especially with the Temperance to the Devil, and that's 14 to 15. You're overcoming something that it almost feels like you felt like you've been held back, like it's been holding you back or oppressing you for quite some time. And with the Page of Pentacles, you're finally learning, the Page of Pentacles gives me a little bit of like that scholar vibe, right? They go and they look for this information, and they find it, they learn it, and they integrate it. Okay. So, and whatever you learn is substantial. It's substantial information. It's stuff that you really can use and it'll help you. Tell me about that. What's the advice here? What's the advice here? What's the advice here? Tell me the advice, please. Oh, no. Do they not have no advice? No, I'm kidding. Oh, the Lady and the Lord, number 6. This is the Lover's card. This talks about making this is a major decision. They want you to be balanced because there's going to be a major decision to be made, especially if somebody's coming back from the past that wants to reconcile with you. This could be somebody that it could have been a very toxic relationship or something where there was like a possessiveness or an obsession or just something that wasn't balanced. And it's almost like you've learned to balance yourself. So they want you to remember that when making that decision. They want you to remember how far you've come when making that decision. You're balancing the light and the dark within yourself. I'm getting this. Because this is the Lovers is also the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And we all have those energies. You're balancing yourself out inside. You're balancing the light and the dark with the Temperance and the Devil. Kudos to you, Capricorn. You're learning how to do this so that like you have this stability inside. Anything else for this message? Anything else for this message? Yeah. And you're going to be moving out of feeling anxious, feeling powerless, having, ruminating, overwhelming thoughts, overthinking, getting lost in fears and anxiety of the unknown and all of that. You're moving out of that, and you're moving out of it in a way that's creating a lot of stability, and so that you never return to that. That's what this feels like. Like you won't be going backwards. Every step forward is a stable and secure step forward. There's like weight to it. I just heard break free. So you're finally breaking free of something, Capricorn. And then the movement's coming real fast. 8 of Wands. And then you'll be able to move forward very fast. Someone may also have anxiety. If there is somebody that wants to communicate with you or tell you some type of truth or give you some type of information and it's from the past, they have anxiety about this. They have anxiety about this, and they're taking their sweet ass time coming forward to say anything to you. They hold themselves back or restrain themselves from doing any of this because there's just a huge fear. They're like captivated by their fear. I just heard. All right, where are we at? All right, let's do just like one more message. I'm feeling 3. I like a lot of 3s. So let's do one more message for Capricorn. Let's do one more. And then that's your bonus read, Capricorns. I love you guys. Happy birthday, Capricorn. Welcome to your season. All right. Spirit, one last message for Capricorn. One last message for Capricorn, please. One last message for Capricorn, please. Guys, my boobs. One last message for Capricorn, please. You don't got one? Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Okay. I was like, damn, that's how we had that's how it's gonna be. Oh, look at that. Both Earth. Listen, you're moving into a stable place. I have number 3 And this is Banyan blessing, security, the hermit, expansion, stability. Told you, moving into stability. You see how this is a tree and you see the roots? Okay. You're rooting something. You could be working on your root chakra. I would highly suggest it during this time to work on your root chakra, which will help you in feeling safe, feeling stable and grounded. The hermit, this is someone that goes within. They retreat, okay, to do some introspection, to do some spiritual work, to do, to kind of look inside and see what's going on inside. Why am I operating the way that I operate? Why do I think the way that I think? What has contributed to this? Why am I feeling this way? And kind of doing the work, tapping into some sort of like spiritual journey or into their faith to kind of go in and do a little bit of healing. It's a lot of like the shadow work of things, which is great for winter time, which is where I live. We are now heading, it's our winter solstice. So we are heading into winter now. If you are in if you're in the southern hemisphere and you guys are heading into summertime, the message still stands about grounding yourself, getting outside, connecting with nature, expanding in some way. Okay. And then I have number 8, hidden familiars, allies, natural assistance, divine support, and comfort. You have angels, ancestors, guides. You may even have people in your corner that you have no idea are in your corner. Or, maybe you don't know how much they go to bat behind your back for you. Okay. Because it's hidden. You don't know how much they either talk you up to other people, mention your names in rooms that you've never been in, but in a good way. They really have your back. They're supporting you. They defend you when you're not there. They talk well about you, and they shoot down anything that, any kind of slander or bad stuff. And then as far as like spiritually goes, you have quite the team on the other side working on your behalf, trying to support you, trying to send you messages, synchronicities, angel numbers, seeing certain animals that it's like weird all of a sudden, you see an animal that you normally don't see, or you're thinking about something and something runs across your path, and that can be considered confirmation. Okay. So don't take anything, if you're driving down the road, right? And you think about something, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, and you're like in a city, a bunny runs in front of you. And yeah, sure, there could be rabbits everywhere, but if you're in the city, typically you don't see too many rabbits in the city. So take that. And that's just, that could be confirmation for somebody, because I don't know why I used that, but just, it doesn't have to necessarily be that. Okay. But just, take that very lightly. It's just an example, but something along those lines. Or you may start noticing certain animals becoming a theme for you. They keep popping up everywhere. You keep seeing pictures or videos, or you cross paths with this animal or something along those lines. So I think Spirit's urging you to look up what the meaning behind this, the spiritual meaning behind this animal is, because that may help you tap into something that you're maybe, it's like you're overseeing it, or not overseeing it. It's like overlooking it, or it's not connecting for you. And they're trying to get you to be like, to connect. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. And if you've been feeling called to kind of like pull your energy back from certain things, people, places, and do some internal work, you're getting the 2 thumbs up from everybody on the other side to do that. Okay. There's a lot of stability about to come to you. I also need you to know, Capricorn, that you are loved. There are people that truly love you, and they really do have your back. You have a support team. Even if you feel like you're doing it all on your own, you have people in your corner. Capricorns tend to have like a hyper independence. They tend to not want to really ask for help, and they overwork themselves to the point of almost burning out or just prioritizing certain things and having a hard time like opening up, being vulnerable and asking for help, because it does take a vulnerability to ask for help like that. So sometimes they tend to kind of internalize a lot of stuff, internalize their struggle. They never want to look weak. They don't want to look like they're not capable, or, you know, or they're not able to take care of themselves and others and stuff like that. So just be careful about that you're not maybe you're not intentionally doing it, but you could be isolating yourself thinking that you're all alone, and you're clearly not. You have people on your side, both in this 3D physical on this side and on the other side in the spiritual realm, batting for you. They're there supporting you. They're there defending you. They're protecting you, and they're there to help. All right. Yeah, you may have been recently. Oh, wow. Capricorns. You may have recently been thinking about planting and plotting and trying to figure out what's going to make you happy. What's going to bring emotional balance and stability to you? Where, you know, how are you going to feel harmonious in your life? What's going to make you feel fulfilled and make you feel like you're really just secure emotionally, financially, physically, all of that? And having some kind of either like domestic harmony or emotional stability, you know, in all of the above. I have the 10 of Cups here. It's all of that. And you could be trying to, or have planted seeds, and you've been trying to like harvest this. You've been trying to build this up, and you've been thinking about it, planning it, persevering, having patience, planting those seeds, doing the work, you know, cultivating that garden. You know what I'm saying? Cultivating the land, cultivating what you're doing, and you may be coming into harvest very soon. All right. It feels like it's already here for this to be coming out. So I'm talking to the Capricorns that have been putting in the work to really and have planted the seeds already. If you're just going into planting these seeds, I want you to know that as long as you do the work and you stay consistent and you really give the attention to this little garden of the emotional stability, the little garden of financial security, you know, domestic harmony, fulfillment, success, however that looks to you, that if you stay consistent, it will happen. And you're being supported both in your physical, you know, 3D life in reality, and in your spirit realm. Okay. So in the physical realm and in the spirit realm, you're being supported. You could have been also really thinking about with the 10 of Cups. I also have the Lovers and the 2 of Cups here. Okay, so I have I'm going to throw some stuff out here. Venus in Capricorn. I have Gemini. I have Mars in Pisces, Saturn in Pisces. I mean Saturn in Taurus, but maybe Saturn in Pisces too. I'll keep that out there. But you're looking for or you've been thinking about, you've been planning for balance, unity, partnerships, love, relationships, like a soulmate, one that you have mutual respect and a true connection, a close bond. You want to join forces with somebody. Maybe you want like soulmate connections and friendships too, because I have the 3 of Cups out here again. And maybe, you know, this ties into the earlier read where the friend group that you're in isn't your soul tribe. And now you're trying to figure that out. You're trying to like actualize this in a way. And I think it's coming. Especially with the Lovers and the 2 of Cups coming out here, that if we're taking that for face value, that's a divine partnership. All right. That's a soulmate, divine connection, one that's a higher level of a connection. And it's kind of an unbreakable bond. You may also have some choices that moving forward. So you may really have to think about what's really going to make you happy. and what's really going to bring that emotional stability, what's going to bring that fulfillment, what's going to bring that pinnacle of success. You know what I'm saying? And really think about that. And you know what I'm also getting is, don't be so like, and there's the Temperance card again. Don't be so like narrow minded, or, you know, have blinders on and be so hyper focused on maybe like a certain outcome to things, or, you know, a certain person, or, you know, being like overly specific, because they kind of want you to not be so strict or serious. Okay. And I know that's really hard for a Capricorn. I get it. Okay. But they kind of want you to like, because it's creating more burdens, and it's creating more heaviness, and like it's struggles, it's creating more stress, it's putting more responsibility or duty or obligation on you that isn't very necessary. Okay, so they kind of want you to open up and lighten up a little bit, is also kind of what I'm getting here. There, you may also know, because if you do have choice in love, there's somebody that's going to be a little bit more serious, and they may be that relationship may be more of a burden, feel more of like a duty, an obligation, a responsibility, than it's actually like worth. Okay. And I don't know that you would be actually happy with that person. They feel a little bit more cold. There's not like a whole lot of like affection or vulnerability or sharing of love and stuff, like, you know what I mean? Like being open and vulnerable, affectionate, you know, it's going to be somebody that's very like stoic and very serious all the time. And so I'm not really sure that that's what's going to really make you happy. All right. It's going to feel like you're going to burn out with that person. It feels like it becomes a little bit more heavy, and like it makes you feel weighed down than anything. All right. But I'm telling you, you're headed towards some type of peace, serenity, harmony, tranquility, hope, inspiration, faith. There's like a renewal and a rejuvenation of this. Tell me about this. Let's just give me an indication. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to be honest. The person that you're kind of meant to be with, I'm just going to be very, very honest with you. The person that you're kind of meant to be with, or that's like meant to, that's obviously you can choose whatever you feel is right for your life. Okay. But Spirit's telling me that the better option for you, or the one where you're going to feel the most fulfilled or feel the most happy, is definitely someone. They may be very practical, hardworking, but they're very reliable. They're very committed and patient, but they have no problem offering clarity, communicating, speaking the truth, having conversations, even the harder ones with you. They bring a sense of peace, and they bring a sense of peace, and it's like you can envision your life with them, like you can see it. Okay. And it seems peaceful, or it seems like there's going to be just, it's not going to be as hard, or it wouldn't be as burdensome. That's what it really feels like. And there wouldn't be like a whole lot of sacrifice on your end or this other person's end, where you could be like sacrificing happiness, or sacrificing your need to have excitement, or, you know, something along those lines. Somebody may start seeing things differently, or their perspective may change a little bit. And then you're going to get the communication you need to be able to make the decision that you have. This feels like I'm talking to a Capricorn that may have a couple of options. Okay. And one of those options maybe right now they may be like holding themselves back a little bit, but there's going to be a shift, and it's going to bring in a lot of stability, a lot of happiness, and it's going to kind of happen very unexpectedly. Okay. Advice for Capricorn. Last advice for Capricorn on this. Queen of Cups just came flying out. Keep your heart open. Keep your hope alive. Be kind, use your intuition, be supportive, and just be open to really loving, like being your true self, being very nurturing, loving, and not afraid to be open and vulnerable. That's what your advice is here. You could have Cancer placements, but Cancer and Capricorn are the sister sign, you know, the opposite signs on the zodiac wheel. They call that sister signs, which that doesn't really make sense to me, but whatever. It's the sister sign. And sometimes Capricorns tend to take on, or I shouldn't just say Capricorns, that your sister signs tend to take on each other's attributes. So Capricorns are actually extremely nurturing. They can be, especially like the females can be extremely mothering and, you know, nurturing and create a stable, happy home, but they keep that kind of behind closed doors. That's not something where it's really out there and people really know about that too often. They show that, they use a discernment and only show that to who's like in their inner circle, and the people that they feel are deserving to see that side of them, the ones that make them feel safe enough to be able to showcase that. Okay. Just as in where like Cancers are, they can be very hardworking. They can, you know, prioritize work over a lot of things. They can be very stoic and, you know, sometimes very just like driven and focused. And sometimes they don't get the credit for that they should get. Okay. All right. Well, that's what I'm getting for you guys. All right. That's your Capricorn bonus read. I'm sorry that it came so late, but I always promise just to be patient with me because, like I said, I wear a lot of different hats in this life and I'm doing all the things. And these last couple of weeks, especially with the holiday season coming up between Thanksgiving and now, has been a bit of a whirlwind. I'm not even going to lie. A lot of different things have happened. I got sick. I ended up losing one of my pets that was extremely close to me. It was like one of my children, and that was devastating for me. And I had still having a really hard time adjusting to that. So, and like with school, I'm almost done. So we're like in the last stages of school. So there's just like a lot of work that I have to do. And then, you know, my 9 to 5 and, you know, my daughter and shopping for holidays and holiday parties and finding times and doing vendor events. And there's just a lot. And then Mazysgarden and having clients and all this stuff. So bear with me. I promise we're in the end stretch, and then I will have much, much more time to pour into the videos. And I'm kind of reworking how I'm going to show up here on YouTube, how I'm going to show up on Patreon and all of that stuff. So just bear with me while we shift into a new level of Mazysgarden. If you've been here with me since the beginning, I love you guys so very much. If you are new here, welcome. Come on into the garden. Everybody's welcome here. We're really great. We have a lot of fun. And you can be supported here. And I love you guys. Happy winter solstice. I love you, Capricorns, Cap Gang. Hey, hey. And have a great birthday. All right, guys. I love you so very much. Hi, Healing Hearts. Love you. I love you guys so very, very much. And I will see you soon. Bye.